Hey Pisces, how are ya? It's Mary Ellen coming to you from Moonrise Cottage Soul Tarot. Thanks for stopping by. Pisces, a lot going on this week. Again, water signs, because of the Scorpio new moon, new pathway coming forward, all the water signs being affected very deeply, and we see it here in the cards. So, just so you know, if you're new, all the links for me are below. I have leapt out into my own spiritual journey walkabout in order to bring the ability for people to access the healing that comes through my shamanic abilities, going on a walkabout so that the folks who can't get to me will possibly have access. So if you have an interest in co-creating a shamanic healing retreat in your area, please contact me through the website. And let's see, I'm in New Mexico now. I was thinking about going to California. I'm not sure because of the fires now. We'll have to see. But I am taking donations, and anything that you donate to help me defray the cost of my travel expenses will be returned to you in the form of a discount in kind for any reading or service or distance healing or participation in a retreat. So I appreciate the love and support that's coming in my direction. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. So, Pisces, let's jump right in. We see some interesting cards here. For you, you have this notion of the mystical shaman. And what my guides are talking about, do you see that? Look at that bird in the moon in the bottom of the card. And there's the shaman exhaling you. You are literally going through a shamanic type of healing, and your new life, your spirit being, okay, my guides are saying a bunch of words. So, revealed, reformed, and released back into the world, having gone through this incredible type of healing, because you are experiencing eruptions of light in your life. This is your card from the mystical Journey of Love Oracle. You're coming into some kind of sacred vision. Things are being revealed to you, and it has to do with you. Has to do with your spirit walk. And you are feeling deeply connected to this mystical type of energy. And if we look at the theme of the readings that my guides are choosing for you, look, there's the new moon. Straight up right there. So do you see the portal that opened for the water signs in particular at this new moon? So you're still under the influence of the new moon. Use this very deeply to your advantage. You see how the stone of destiny is being illuminated because of what's coming through the portal? And you're touching it. Do you see the electricity, the energy? This is a prophecy. This person, it's feminine energy in this card. Hair's turning blue, garments turning blue. She's touching the sacred energy. She's getting the electric jolt of shift and change. It's a prophecy. It is the Ace of Pentacles, the augury, the beginning of knowledge. So it's about self-actualization because of this divine inspiration that comes at this new moon. And it's also about spiritual actualization of the earth energy that you possess because you're here on this planet in this form of universal consciousness that Pisces carries. And because of this eruption of light and this mystical healing, the shamanic healing, I have to be careful. YouTube doesn't like this card. So this is the death card. There's a death and rebirth going on. Let me do this. It's so frustrating, but that's the way that is. So do you see another shaman there carrying the head where the ancient Celtic people believed the soul resided? So this has to do with death and rebirth. And the name of the card is the Liberator of Devotion. Power. My guides are saying big power. Look at the face. Look at that. Really mystical. Almost looks like the moon card, doesn't it? So an amazing process going on. It's a prophecy about coming forward into spiritual wealth and into the human ability. Hang on, getting a little download. The human ability based on your spiritual evolution, this eruption of light, to bring forward anything that you want to manifest in this earthly realm. So align yourself with this energy. It's really powerful. And look, first card on the human walk, Major Arcana. The Chariot, the mover of energy. That's literally what's going on here. It's astounding to me. And good for you, Pisces. Really, really exciting. And look, you're going to get extreme clarity. Queen of Swords. mystical shaman energy, both male and female for you in, initiating through this new moon cycle that's going to affect you until the return of the Scorpio new moon. Really beautiful. Able to shapeshift, able to have mystical vision. See the sun's coming up in the background? The light of clarity. When you move through this energy and through this transformation, death and rebirth, Scorpionic death and rebirth, look, that's the Fool card. In this deck, it's about the soul. Why, as we slumber in our humanity, there's some kind of Kundalini awakening that happens. And when you go through the death and rebirth, you see you going through the portal, looks like a gravestone. You're going out into the sacred realm to collect your healing and to turn your destiny. That's why the Fool looks upward into the universe, because they know they are in alignment with their sacred destiny. This is really interesting, and you have some really powerful clarity about the reason why you're moving. Something, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Knowledge comes forward, and you move into this aspect in your life. That is the Counselor of Truth. In this deck, it is about being a wisdom holder, using your own light from within you to be a touchstone of truth in your life. Male energy, active principle. See how the hands are held up? Allowing all the wisdom that's meant to come into this being, and it's aligned with this death and rebirth, the liberation of your devotion because of this massive transformation and inspiration and knowledge that comes to you as a result of this new moon cycle. And there's the Queen of Cups. She's literally sitting in the sacred triple spiral of death and life and rebirth, and she's not shrinking back from that fire. She's come into her highest order of creativity when it comes to love energy and to creating the kind of life that she wants. I love this. This is really exciting. Pisces, my gosh. Wow. And it's the kind of power that I love seeing coming forward for you and through you, because, we don't always think of Pisces in this manner, do we? Let's see what else. Yeah, look, a new foundation. You are literally moving on from something. So this is about coming through a rite of passage, and it's aligned with this column. Literally the death and rebirth process for you puts you on a new foundation and helps you move forward with your life, because that's the Six of Swords. You're literally moving forward. You're joining the tribe, and there's the spirit realm in the background, watching your progress, assisting you there, available to you while you come into your strength and your power that allows you to move yourself forward away from that which doesn't serve you into a new destination. And it's your energy that's causing this to happen. Yes, we're talking about the new moon and the energy that's coming off of it, definitely. But we're talking about factors of you, okay? Don't give your power away. Stand in yourself. Stand in your clarity. Allow yourself to be activated in order to liberate your devotion. Look at that. My gosh, Pisces. That's the Eight of Wands. It's a story about a couple who were not able to reach each other. The feminine basis point, my guides are saying, there was a spell put on her. She had to literally go through a death and rebirth process so that they could reach each other. They were in a banquet hall. She was reborn in an instant by breaking the spell, but she had to fly into the mouth of another woman. She had to go into the sacred feminine aspect of herself to break the spell. And when that happened, she was able to run and reach out, grab hold of her lover. They ran together to the fireplace. They stepped into the fire and they ascended through the smoke hole, the chimney. When they got to the other side, they turned into swans and flew away. And, swans mate for life. So there's something going on, liberating you to become available to this kind of fiery passion in your life and perhaps sacred mating. But you're going through this beautiful cycle in order to bring this forward, perhaps because it's your desire as you go through the cycle. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, there's a death and rebirth transformation process going forward. So here you go. See that? Another prophecy and augury. That's the Ace of Cups. It's about the beginning of happiness. It's about coming into your ability to manifest what you want out of the sacred cauldron. Okay, and just take a look at what's on the bottom, okay? Out of the sacred cauldron. And that's where you're going. See that cauldron above that person's head? This is why you're jumping. This is why you're the fool, right? This 0 point energy. And some part of you, that's the inspiration that comes through on this new moon. You're going straight for it. I don't think you're going to hesitate at all because you've got something in mind that you want to manifest. And you are bringing forward the shift and change. That's the goddess Semius. And she's literally chanting upon the cauldron in order to manifest the beginning of happiness in her life, the type of love that she wants, all the things that the Ace of Cups indicates. My guides always call it factors of Venus, meaning, life and love and abundance and beauty and all those things. So I'm going to put it here, okay? That's the Sacred Lovers card. That's what you want. And maybe for some of you, that's what you inherit when you go through this shift and change, this death process. Maybe it's the beginning of happiness and you're able to be in your life, devote yourself. The lover of devotion chooses her pathway because she knows what she wants to manifest. And she's able to make the correct choice. So Sacred Lovers, that's the Lovers card. And look, I'm just going to keep pulling them for you, Pisces. Look, new life coming forward. Queen of Wands, able to create what you want. And look who's here. King of Cups. King and Queen of Cups. When you come through this cycle and you become the touchstone of truth in your life, your sacred mate definitely showing up for some of you. And if it's really about you and your own shift and change, this sacred king in this deck, the spear is a mystical object. It's able to clear away obstacles. And this person has the ability to find the sacred path forward. Also a shapeshifter, able to go back and forth into the mystical realm like that woman. My guides always talk about them as being sacred mates. So sacred mating is at issue for some of you in these days coming forward because of the energy available to you for shift and change and growth and rebirth. So that's very interesting. So when we're talking about your lover, look at so something kind of, look at a lot the same. So we see these two people, the dance of the planets, bringing forward the change. There's the moon in the top right corner, okay? The rainbow energy. Something bringing you through a journey. This person's going through a journey, and it's interesting that they have the smoky mirror. It's about illusions. It's about not being able to see clearly until you sit quietly with yourself and sort of let the dust settle. The smoky mirror of life, confusion, self-delusion, things like that. Someone who needs to sit in their life and get with themselves, my guides are saying, because they're kind of being forced into it because what's going on with you. And check it out. 7 of Swords. They may be revealing something to you that they have done, or it might become clear because of this new moon. It's coming in to the light. And they may be, trying to sneak away in the night. They may have done something unscrupulous. They just may be feeling anxious. And they don't know what to do, so they're trying to protect themselves. They may be, all the things that you can imagine. When the 7 of Swords comes out with the moon card, something's being revealed about something that somebody did, or about the fact that they are planning on moving on. And it's a secret. It could be just about anything. We know what the overall indications are of this energy. So it's not feeling great when on top of it we've got the smoky mirror. So it's time for you to get clear about this person. Real clear because of the way the cards have come out for you. All right. If you are having some suspicions or the relationship's not feeling great to you, just time to just liberate yourself. the liberator of devotion. Maybe that's the death cycle that you're going through for some of you who are, in fact, involved in relationship. I know that not everybody is in every moment, but yeah, look, check it out. So whatever this is, it's coming into the full light of the sun. There's no hiding it anymore. The moon brought it forward. So it's interesting because this person, we see an indication of them stepping into their power, but I think in this reading, it also, maybe when they step into their power, is when whatever's going on in the background comes to light. And then the conflict becomes really apparent, whatever the conflict is within them and within the relationship. This person on some level has some real conflict going on. Maybe they're not really able to participate. 7 of Swords, 5 of Wands. So there's something becoming clear, either to you about them or about them that they can't hide anymore. It's coming into the full light of the sun. Something that's been going on that's just not feeling great. And it's interesting because look, really bizarre, right? There's the Ace of Cups coming out in this line. So it may be that they are coming into their clarity and that this baloney is being taken care of because look, the Temperance card. Maybe this person's coming into balance. You might be dealing with another water sign. My guides just said the word Scorpio. So, as always, go look at the other water sign readings. So 1 foot in the water, 1 in solid ground. See that crown in the background? Victory, there's a long path leading up to the mountains, and the angelic realm is here to temper the energy and bring forward balance. Because whatever's going on for this person, deep down, that's what they want. They want this kind of life. They want their desire to come into the full light of the sun so they can activate their love energy, love for you, and they know they have to change. And it may be within a partnership. It's often true. When one of you begins to change and step into your destiny, it brings change to not just your love relationship, your whole family. So this may have to do with family lineage kinds of things. It's very fascinating to me. So here's the next card. Look at that. 6 of Cups. Feeling nostalgic. Wanting to return to innocence. Maybe some kind of soulmate connection. Wanting to offer cups and flowers and return to trust. Looking right into you. As you move on, it may cause them to go through their shift and change. And look, and they become very passionate. And they're rushing in. Oh, this is very cool. Look, to the sacred realm. To the high priestess. About these things that need to be revealed in order to regain control in their life so that they don't end up out in the cold. Okay, look, and there's what's on the bottom. There you go. So there's something for some of you, you are coming to a great reformation of yourself. Pisces, first of all, focus on yourself. Let your partner take care of their own business. Because if they're meant to stay with you, they will go through this shift and change because they want it. They want balance and love. So whatever their challenges are as a human being, let's see if we can move this up a little bit. I think it's going to force them to shift and change. Those of you that are becoming a touchstone of truth in your own life, you might have some truthful things to say to your partner. And it may cause them to have this just really intense self-change process coming forward. Because at the end of the day, they do value this love relationship. So, crisis is opportunity, right? Maybe this crisis of self that this person's having, when it gets revealed, they might be able to come into their strength of vulnerability and say, okay, look, I love you. I want this to work. I realize I've been causing problems, or the problems that I do have inside of myself that I have not healed and taken care of. I see how it's reflecting into the relationship, and I don't want that anymore. So I'm going to go passionately into my own cycle to gain control over my life because I don't want to have to lose this love relationship. I want it to come back to balance. So for those of you for whom that resonates, of course it's a general reading, so it's not going to resonate for everybody. But because it's a Scorpio new moon, this is the kind of magic that can come forward because Scorpio brings things up from the deep, right? Really interesting. And your person may feel that, there you are sitting as the Queen of Cups. They may feel completely inadequate. They may feel a lack of self-esteem. They may feel that they do not have what it takes to measure up to the leveling up that you're doing. So if that's the case, love on this person. Tell them you support their change. And honestly, they're going to have to come through it if they want to stay with you, aren't they? For those of you that, for whom this applies. So, wow. Pisces, my gosh, you coming into your power is an awesome thing. Yeah, look. Oh, Pisces, look. Jeez, I can't pick it up. Hang on. That is the rune for flow, and it is about beings flowing into their new form. And it is the water elements. Awesome. So, you know what? Let's put it right here between the Chariot and the King of Cups. And let's read from the book. And I'm wishing you, all best wishes, of course, in love and life. So let's see. Whoa. Let's just flip over to that. You're going to like this message. I like it for you because it indicates that all is not lost. And although this might feel challenging, it might be challenging, it's actually a gift. It's really a gift of the universe. So this is Laguz. It is about flow and water and that which conducts. Unseen powers are active here, powers that nourish, shape, and connect. The attributes of this rune are water, fluidity, the ebb and flow of emotions, careers, and relationships. Laguz encourages you to immerse yourself in the experience of living without having to evaluate or understand. So just be in the moment. Laguz speaks to the satisfaction of emotional needs and to the awakening of the intuitive or lunar side of your nature. See that? So awesome. Thank you, Spirit. For while the sun strives for differentiation, the moon draws us toward union and merging. See that? You are having union and merging within yourself, and it brings forward this entire cycle because of this beautiful new moon. This rune often signals a time for cleansing and deep revaluing, reorganizing, realigning. A rune of deep knowing. It may call you to study spiritual matters and readiness for self-transformation. Success now lies in contacting your intuitive wisdom and attuning to your own rhythms. This is a rune of the self, rightly relating to the self. Laguz signifies what alchemists call conjunctio or sacred marriage. In fairy tales, it's the end of the story where the hero and the heroine live happily ever after. So, some of you really are going to come through this massive shift and change, and it's going to stimulate your partner. I think to let go of some of their fears and some of their dysfunctions and acknowledge it, that which they're afraid to tell you about themselves, it's going to come into the full light of day. And then it's going to bring forward this shift and change in love. It's beautiful. And, here's the other thing. When we look at this reading and we look at the nostalgia that's going on for your partner, it brings them forward into this shift and change in the new life that's coming into their sphere as a result of the way you flow into your shift and change. So bless you, Pisces, for everything that you are and everything that you do and the way you participate in this place in which we live in all these challenging times. So I invite everybody to click the subscribe button, click the bell, all that stuff. God is willing, I'll be here to talk with you next week. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to be. Tomorrow I'm heading north. I'm going up to Aztec and going to explore some of the ancient ruins and go into the Great Kiva, things like that coming forward. I think I'm going to be in New Mexico for a while. I would like to arrange another shamanic healing retreat here. So if you're interested in that, please go click the links below. Send me a message. My calendar for readings is back open. So if you want a reading, I'm available for that as well. Okay, gang. Thanks for being here. I look forward to seeing you soon. Enjoy this new moon. It sure is going to be powerful for you. Thanks, everyone.